Welcome back to the channel Valuable Coins History Coin Explorers. Today's episode is all about a truly historic and highly collectible U.S. coin. The top four first up, the 1919 D-quarter dollar. Officially known as the Standing Liberty Quarter, graded MS Mint State and recognized by NGC Coin Explorer. This is not just a piece of spare change in the past. It's a coin that represents American pride, post-World War I history, and serious value in today's collector market. Stay with us until the end, because the price of this coin in high mint state condition may surprise you. The 1919 D Standing Liberty Quarter was minted during a turning point in American history. Produced at the Denver Mint, this quarter carries a D mint mark and belongs to one of the most artistic coin series ever issued by the United States. Struck over 100 years ago, it continues to be one of the most studied and admired silver coins among collectors worldwide. The Standing Liberty Quarter series was introduced in 1916 and replaced the Barber Quarter. It marked a dramatic shift in U.S. coin design, focusing on symbolism rather than simple portraits. By 1919, the series had evolved in both detail and public acceptance, making coins from this era extremely meaningful to numismatists. The year 1919 was significant for America. World War I had just ended, and the nation was entering a new era of global influence. The Standing Liberty Quarter perfectly reflects this moment in time, showing the balance between peace and readiness. This makes the 1919 D-quarter not only valuable, but historically powerful. On the obverse, we see Lady Liberty standing tall, holding a shield in one hand and an olive branch in the other. This design symbolizes America's commitment to peace while remaining prepared for defense. Her confident stance reflects national strength during a rebuilding period after war. The reverse features a majestic American eagle in flight, surrounded by stars. The eagle represents freedom, courage, and national unity. The bold imagery on the reverse side adds to the coin's artistic value and helps distinguish it from other quarters of the time. The D mint mark, located on the reverse, confirms this coin was struck in Denver. Denver Mint Standing Liberty Quarters are often known for lower survival rates in high grades. This makes the 1919 D especially desirable compared to its Philadelphia counterpart. The 1919 D quarter is composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighing 6.25 grams. Because of its silver content alone, the coin already holds intrinsic value. But its true worth far exceeds melt value due to its rarity and collector demand. When a coin is graded MS Mint State, it means it shows nowhere from circulation. For a coin over a century old, this is extremely rare. Most 1919 D quarters entered circulation and became worn, making MS grade examples very difficult to find. Coins graded by NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company are authenticated and professionally evaluated. An NGC graded 1919 D-quarter gives buyers confidence in authenticity, condition, and market value, significantly increasing collector interest. While thousands of 1919 D-quarters were originally minted, only a tiny fraction survive today in mint state condition. Coins graded MS-63, MS-64, or higher are considered scarce, and those at the top of the scale are often tightly held by elite collectors. In today's market, the value of a 1919 D Standing Liberty Quarter can range dramatically based on grade. Circulated examples may sell for a few $100s, but mint state NGC certified coins can fetch thousands of dollars, and high-grade specimens may reach well over $15,000 to $30,000 or more at auction. Recent auctions show strong demand for this coin. Competitive bidding among collectors continues to push prices higher, especially for original, well-struck examples with strong luster and minimal marks. Collectors value the 1919 D quarter for its artistic beauty, historical significance, silver content, and scarcity. It's a coin that represents both American heritage and smart long-term investment, potentially investment versus passion or profit, and the 1919 D Standing Liberty Quarter offers both. Its steady appreciation over decades makes it attractive as a store of value, while its design satisfies those who appreciate classic American coin art. The 1919 D-quarter dollar is far more than a simple 25-cent coin. It is a symbol of a nation's strength, a masterpiece of early 20th century design, and a prized treasure in today's numismatic market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, this coin deserves admiration and respect. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1919 D Standing Liberty Quarter, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. Let us know which historic coin you'd like us to explore next. Until then, keep searching, because the next great coin might already be in your collection. Money bag. Next up in the world of American numismatics. Few coins stir the imagination quite like the 1920 no mint mark Washington-era quarter, a relic from the early 20th century that has captured the dreams of collectors for generations. Though it was born in an era of uncertainty, struggle, and change, the 1920 quarter has become a symbol of scarcity, mystery, and breathtaking value. For those lucky enough to possess one in exceptional condition, this is far more than an old piece of silver. It is a key capable of unlocking unimaginable fortune. The year 1920 marked a turning point in American history. The nation was emerging from World War I. Industries were transforming, and the minting of coins carried a weight of purpose and practicality. Quarters from this era were struck with meticulous craftsmanship and produced using high-quality silver, giving them a beauty and durability that outshined many coins before them. A 1920 quarter with no mint mark traces its origins to the Philadelphia Mint, the heart and soul of early U.S. coinage. Unlike modern coins created by machines at lightning speed, the 1920 quarter was minted with a slower, more deliberate process. Every strike mattered, every detail, from the sharp definition of Liberty's gown to the delicate features of the eagle, demanded accuracy. This level of precision means that surviving specimens in high quality stand out like diamonds among gravel. Time has taken its toll on most, making well-preserved examples incredibly rare. Collectors around the world prize old silver quarters, but the 1920 no mint mark piece holds a special place because of the turbulent conditions in which it was created. Many coins of that year entered heavy circulation during economic uncertainty, resulting in worn surfaces, faded edges, and diminished detail. A coin that escapes such harsh handling becomes a priceless survivor, a miracle of preservation. It is this survival factor that ignites the explosive value associated with the coin. A 1920 quarter in good condition already commands attention, but in high-grade condition, especially one with lustrous silver and crisp design, the value can skyrocket into realms that ordinary collectors can barely imagine. Some specimens, held in private collections, are whispered about in numismatic circles as being worth life-changing sums. Stories circulate of collectors who stumbled upon forgotten 1920 quarters in old boxes, drawers, or inherited belongings, only to discover that what they thought was pocket change held the financial power of a small fortune. In today's era, where rare coins can fetch unimaginable figures at private auctions, a premium quality 1920 quarter is a sleeping giant capable of creating overnight wealth. The reason behind this extraordinary value is not just age or silver content. It is a combination of rarity, condition, historical relevance, and collector demand. A coin that has survived more than a century in remarkable shape stands as a silent witness to American history. It carries with the energy of the era it lived through, and that energy enhances its appeal far beyond what its face value suggests. Another factor fueling its desirability is the limited number of truly pristine examples. Most coins from 1920 were used daily for decades. Only a tiny handful remained untouched, shielded from scratches, oxidation, and the roughness of circulation. When such a coin appears with full original shine, experts call it mint luster. Its value can leap into the realm of collectors' dreams. For many collectors, a 1920 quarter is more than an object. It is an investment, a legacy, and in some cases, a financial game changer. The coin represents opportunity in its purest form. The chance that an ordinary person might hold an artifact worth far beyond its weight in silver. In certain private sales, coins of this caliber have reached prices so high that they resemble winning a jackpot rather than selling a coin. If someone owns a 1920 no mint mark quarter in excellent condition, the message is simple. Do not let it go cheaply. Such a piece has the potential to transform your financial life in a moment. While not every coin reaches millions, exceptional examples have the pedigree, rarity, and collector frenzy that can push them into staggering ranges. especially when two determined collectors compete for ownership. This coin's mystical appeal also lies in its unpredictability. The right buyer, the right auction, the right moment. These can create situations where the price spirals far beyond expectations. When collectors chase a dream piece, value becomes secondary to desire, and that desire is what elevates the 1920 quarter into the realm of overnight millionaire potential. So if you possess this coin, especially in bright, silver, well-preserved, sharp detail condition, understand what rests in your hands. It is not merely an old American quarter. It is 1,000 silent stories, a century of history, and a fortune waiting to be unlocked. Treasure it, protect it, and never let it go cheaply. Its power to change your destiny lies not in legend, but in the undeniable truth that rare coins like these can and do alter lives forever. Next up, the 1929 no-mint mark quarter stands as a relic with an almost mythical aura. Minted at a time when the country was standing on the edge of economic collapse, this coin carries within it a strange mixture of beauty, survival, and shocking value. For collectors today, the 1929 quarter in strong silver condition is not just a coin. It feels like a secret key capable of unlocking unimaginable fortune. The year 1929 is written boldly in U.S. history as the moment when the world changed forever. The stock market crash shook the nation, businesses collapsed overnight, and families fought to survive. Yet in the middle of this chaos, the U.S. Mint continued its mission, producing quarters that would later become symbols of resilience. A 1929 quarter, without a mint mark, was produced in Philadelphia, the birthplace of many American numismatic masterpieces. Unlike modern coins that roll off machines by the millions every day, the quarters of 1929 were crafted with a more delicate and intentional process. Silver was carefully measured, dies were sharpened by hand, and each strike had a weight of responsibility. This slow and detailed crafting leaves behind a coin that still shines with the elegance of an era long gone, even after a century has passed. Yet most of these coins were not preserved. They were used day after day, traveling through shops, farms, railroad counters, and markets during some of the most economically painful years in American memory. Heavy circulation wore down the surfaces, erased the finer details, and left the majority of 1929 quarters in poor condition. That is what makes a well-preserved piece so astonishing. It is a survivor, a miracle, a rarity that defied the cruelty of time. Collectors refer to the 1929 quarter in top condition as a silent giant. It does not scream for attention like gold, but its rarity is far more intense. When a bright, silver-sharp example surfaces, with full rims, strong Liberty features, and the proud eagle on the reverse, it becomes a kind of coin that sparks bidding wars, private negotiations, and sky-high offers that could turn an ordinary person into someone wealthy in a matter of moments. Stories circulate through the collecting world about individuals who discovered old 1929 quarters tucked in a box of their grandfather's belongings or hiding in family savings jars. When these coins turned out to be in unusually good condition, they brought staggering returns, sometimes the kind of offers that could pay off a house, launch a business, or secure an entire future. For a rare few with nearly perfect examples, the value enters the life-changing category. The 1929 no-mint mark quarter carries such explosive value because it sits at the crossroads of several powerful forces: historical importance, survival scarcity, age, silver content, and collector demand. A century-old coin minted at the dawn of the Great Depression carries emotional weight. And when it appears in great condition, collectors feel as if they are touching a preserved piece of American soul. A truly exceptional 1929 quarter is almost like a time capsule. The untouched silver, the sharp edges, the clean portrait. Every part looks as if it defied the chaos of 1929 and escaped into the modern world untouched. These extraordinary examples are the ones whispered about in auction rooms, because their value can suddenly leap to staggering levels when the right collector sets sights on them. To many collectors, this coin represents more than money. It represents victory, survival, and destiny. The story of a coin from the year America's economy collapsed carries emotional power, and emotional power often transforms into financial power. When a rare coin triggers passion, the price becomes secondary, and bidding becomes a battle of pride, desire, and legacy. For anyone who holds a 1929 no-mint mark quarter in good, strong, silver condition, one warning stands above everything else. Do not sell it cheaply. You might be holding a piece capable of delivering wealth that most people only dream of. While not every example reaches $1 million mark, the finest pieces can ignite fierce competition that pushes the value toward unimaginable heights. Sometimes even a level where lives change overnight. Its power lies in its unpredictability. Rare coins do not behave like ordinary items. All it takes is a perfect moment, a motivated collector, a private buyer with deep pockets, or a sudden surge of interest for the price of a 1929 quarter to explode past all expectations. That is why this coin is often described as a fortune waiting for its moment. So if this coin rests in your hands, silver shining, detail strong, condition preserved, understand what you possess. It is a century-old artifact, a survivor from a time of national struggle, and a treasure with the power to alter your financial destiny. Do not rush it. Do not underestimate it, and certainly do not sell it for pocket change. A rare 1929 quarter is more than money. It is a legacy, a secret fortune, and a once-in-a-lifetime blessing waiting to reveal its value. Next up in the vast universe of American numismatic treasures, few coins ignite the imagination like the 1930 no-mint mark quarter. Born during one of the darkest financial eras in U.S. history, this century-old silver coin has grown into an icon of rarity, survival, and unbelievable value. Collectors around the world speak it with reverence because a well-preserved example can command prices so extraordinary that they can transform an ordinary person into someone wealthy overnight. The year 1930 was a chapter written in hardship. America was deep in the Great Depression, a time when every cent mattered and the economy struggled to breathe. Yet, even in the shadows of poverty and uncertainty, the Philadelphia Mint continued to produce quarters with remarkable craftsmanship. The 1930 no-mint mark quarter emerged from this chaos, silently carrying the weight of a nation's suffering and resilience. Coins from this year were struck with precision, using silver that gleamed with purity and strength. Each piece was carefully pressed, the details of liberty and the soaring eagle carved with artistic accuracy. This was not mass-produced modern metal. This was craftsmanship born from skilled hands and expert engravers. Today, when a collector finds a sharp, shining 1930 quarter, they are witnessing the untouched artistry of history. But most of these coins never survived in such condition. They passed through countless hands. Farm workers, factory laborers, shopkeepers, and were exchanged for bread, tools, and survival. Daily circulation wore them down until many lost their sharp edges, faded into dull gray, and surrendered their original beauty. This is why a silver-bright, high-detail 1930 quarter is unbelievably rare. A 1930 quarter in strong condition is described by collectors as a sleeping miracle. It looks ordinary to the untrained eye, but to a numismatist, it radiates scarcity. Its age, condition, and silver purity combine into a perfect storm of desirability. And when such a coin appears in auction or in a private sale, the value can soar into ranges that leave spectators speechless. There are countless stories of people discovering old 1930 quarters in forgotten trunks, antique boxes, or buried among inherited belongings. When these coins turn out to be in better than expected condition, the offers that follow were jaw-dropping. Some enough to change a person's lifestyle, clear debts, or build a future. A rare few near-perfect examples have been rumored to attract millionaire-level attention. The explosive value of the 1930 no-mint mark quarter comes from more than just rarity. It stands as a symbol of survival from a time when the nation was broken. Holding this coin feels like touching the heartbeat of history. It carries within it the spirits of those who lived through America's most challenging decade. This emotional power fuels collectors to bid aggressively, driving its price into unbelievable territory. When preserved with full silver shine, deep details, and clear edges, a 1930 quarter becomes a kind of treasure that collectors battle over. These top-grade pieces almost never appear, and when they do, buyers treat them like royal artifacts. One coin with exceptional luster can spark bidding wars so heated that the final price defies all logic. To many collectors, this coin is more than an antique. It is a financial time bomb waiting to explode. Every perfectly preserved example is treated like a piece of treasure rescued from history's ruins. Financial advisor, investors, and collectors alike have described as an asset of destiny because its value can erupt at any moment depending on demand, timing, and condition. That is why anyone who owns a 1930 no-mint Mark quarter in good silver condition must protect it fiercely. Selling it cheaply would be a mistake of historic proportions. Exceptional coins from this year have potential to attract millionaire buyers, especially when collectors realize just how few pristine examples remain today. Its value is unpredictable and explosive. One moment it may seem like an ordinary old quarter, and the next it may be the centerpiece of collector's dream, commanding breathtaking offers. The right buyer, the right auction, or even a sudden trend in rare coins can make its price skyrocket beyond imagination, sometimes enough to change someone's fortune in a single night. So if this coin rests in your possession, bright silver, beautiful detail, sharp features, understand that you may be holding one of the most powerful treasures from early U.S. coinage. It is not merely a piece of metal. It is history, legacy, and opportunity fused into one. Treat it with respect. Guard it closely and never let it go cheaply. A rare 1930 quarter has the undeniable power to transform your life, your future, and your destiny, sometimes in a single unbelievable moment.